Thanks, Trenton. You too. I appreciate the nice words. There's Salty. Salty, how are you, buddy? What's going on?
Tom, my heart just skipped a beat when I heard you say you threw away them cassettes.
Oh, yeah. Gonzo.
I don't throw nothing away.
Well, now listen, Salty. Mrs. Sullivan was probably. Well, I'm not going to blame her, but she likes to keep a nice, tidy house. Yeah. And I had all those boxes of stuff, and I thought, what am I going to do with these things? And so I did it, I think, to maybe make things a little tidier. But yeah. I mean, that Mrs. Salty, doesn't come right out.
Tom.
Oh, yeah?
I got a couple of extra 8-track players. If you got any 8-tracks around the house, you probably got rid of them, too.
I did. I had them. It was one of my favorite cars ever. It was, and to think, it was a Buick Riviera. I want to say it was around I don't know, when Buick Rivieras were like the real high-end, I want to say the early 80s, and it had an 8-track player in it, and I had all kinds of cool 8-track stuff that I could play in that car. But car's gone, 8-tracks are gone, cassettes are gone. Yeah.
I know it. Soon enough, we're gonna be gone, Tom, and that's the reason for my call. You see, I was pretty upset earlier today, and I didn't have, Delmont said, "What's wrong, Salty, over there? You got them alligator tears? What do you got going?" And I said, "I'm thinking about my last phone call with Tom."
Oh.
And I was trying to write some things down, Tom, and I just couldn't, and I was just all twisted. I told Luis, I called him right as soon as the show started at 3:00 our time.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
And what Delmont said is, Salty, now listen, all you got to do is talk into my phone. I got that Chat GPT app on the phone, and just say your thoughts in there, and the old Chat GPT will sort it out and spit it back out at you.
Yeah. With Chat GPT, it'll rewrite it so your thoughts would be very proper and very formula. Yeah. Yes, and it would be. It wouldn't sound like you, Salty. It would sound way too formula.
I did have to fix a few things, Tom. So that is my disclaimer that part of this is Salty and part of it is the GPT AI. And anyway, I did make some changes. So if I may do my last poem.
Okay,
on
all
the
right.
radio show.
Here we go. The last poem. All right.
5 years of ringing through the line. Salty talking to Tom, a steady sign. From coast to coast, the callers came. Gino from Reno, Betty by name. You helped us through both highs and lows, through shifting tides and winds that blow. With Rush and others by your side, your steady voice helped turn back the tide. Now it's time the mic grows still. The stories fade, but not the will. Retirement waits with open gate. Both Salty and Tom have met their fate. It's bye for now, but not goodbye. Legends like you, Tom, never truly die. We'll miss the tone, the wit, the fire, the calm within the tangled wire. Enjoy the peace you richly earned, but know we'll always hope you'll return. So I love you, buddy, through and through. Salty Henderson signs off with thanks to you.
Salty. No, I'm not, I don't cry very easy. Salty, thank you. I feel
I love you, buddy.
I have to tell you, I love you too. I just lost a friend over the weekend who passed away. Good long life. I mean, he was much older than me, and I worked with him for years, and a good friend. And I feel like I'm at my funeral. I got all these nice comments and people are sending me emails, and I appreciate them all. But I mean, by the way, do you know how to dial up a podcast? Do you know how to dial up the podcast that starts next week?
Well, I got the what's that thing called, Spotify, and I got one other one that does the podcast. And are you going to be on there?
Yep, Spotify. Yes, I will.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got that.
Okay.
Got that app.
Yeah, Spotify, iTunes, iHeart.
Okay.
All that stuff. I'll be on all that stuff. So it's an interesting. It's not like radio where each state. Well, they all are going to take my podcast, all the majors. So you'll be. You just got to put in Tom Sullivan Show and it'll pop up somewhere. But if you got Spotify, that's one of the easy ones to get into. So. All right, Salty. Well, I feel like you're an old friend. We've met. We've even talked with Mrs. Salty. She seemed very nice. We talked with.
I think Delmont said hi one time.
I don't know if I talked to Delmont or not, but.
Well,
John,
he was in the background.
Yeah, well, we talked one time. We were talking to you, and we talked, and lo and behold, who would show up? But John Wayne showed up on a call with you. I mean, that was still.
Well,
that was amazing.
Well, I'm telling you, Pilgrim. Well, Pilgrim, I can tell you for sure the radio atmosphere is not going to be the same. We're going to have to punch a few more doggies now to get our information and get to that there Spotify there, Tom. But we're going to get there one way or the other.
So there he is again. There he is, John Wayne showing up again. So, listen, Salty, I appreciate your kindness and your words and your contribution to the show. What you've done is it's a funny business, but there are people that did not like you in the beginning, but turned out to love you by the time they got to know you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like having that relationship with that girl when you were junior high school. First she didn't like you, but then she did.
Well, one of my fondest memories of something you told me that happened as a result of me being on the show, Tom, was when before Luis was your screener. I can't remember the boy's name, but he
hurry up. We're going to get cut off.
Using the 30 Rock building, and
it seems like you might live in an alternative reality. Okay.
All right, he got me. I'm a robot.
KFBK, Sacramento's news radio. Everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
The market is closed on Wall Street. The numbers are already in.
And on this inaugural day, we go now to financial reporter Tom Sullivan for the facts and figures. Tom, how'd the market shape up today on this busy day?
Well, actually, Wall Street's kind of interesting. They're very concerned about what goes on with the administration. They're very concerned about what goes on from Congress. But at the same time, we do not have any real emotions coming out of Washington on most days. And even with the inauguration, all the emotions of the bringing out the new president and the old administration going out, Wall Street does not pay much attention to that, and it was business as usual today. Also, we had some grim news to report to you. Another scandal in the financial community on the commodities exchanges in New York and Chicago. FBI agents have been posing as trading floor brokers on the commodities exchanges for the last 2 years. They say they have conversations where there's been fraud and cheating. going on for the last couple of years. Indictments are expected to be handed down within the next couple of months. Wall Street right now, the Dow Jones Industrials are down 375. That's where it closed today at the 2235 level. Volume was busy, not as much as yesterday, 166 million. The advanced decline line, 658 stocks went up, 764 went down. The bond market finished down about a third of a point. Gold was up 480 to finish at 409.30. And a big day for silver, up 20 cents to $6.24 an ounce. I'm Tom Sullivan reporting live, and now back to Dan and Carol.
Thank you, Tom.
We were going to ask him a question.
We were going to ask a question, but I guess he went away.
We'll
Tom,
do
are you
that
still
later.
there? No, okay, we'll talk to you later.
It'll hold.